Peace and blessings. Namaste. To all the light worker families all around the world, it is I, Sophie. And today, I just wanted to give a message of encouragement. I woke up this morning. The sun is amazing. The birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. And the whole reality looks light. Okay? Like it's different. I'm just going to say that it's really different outside today, but it's beautiful, and I'm very grateful for today. Um, I just wanted to leave you with a message of encouragement, and that encouragement is delayed does not mean denied. Okay, delayed does not mean denied. There's many of us who have been journeying for a very long time. I mean, prior to when awakening even became popular, prior to when spirituality became the new wave of the future, many of us have been journeying way before it's even been acknowledged out here on this planet. And we've put in a lot of work because we know what we came here to do. And we've stood very steadfast in our journeys, and we've been very persistent, and we have grouped ourselves into group meditations, mass meditations. We built small communities out here with like-minded individuals who came here to set the foundation of the new earth before our departure. See, some of us are going home. But in any event, the earth is going through birth pangs. She's travailing, right? Before anything new is birthed into our reality, there's a travailing, there's women, right? We understand this. Yeah, we do. But what becomes birthed is beautiful, and we immediately forget about the pain once the child is born. We don't dwell on the issues of labor, and we don't dwell anymore on the issues of back pain, because what we're looking at is something beautiful that has been created from love, the highest law. So even when you're going through the pregnancy and you get into your later months and it starts to get harder and harder and harder, and you're starting to feel the contractions of it, once the child is delivered, the pain disappears. It's not even a thing anymore. You know, you don't dwell on it. It's as if it never happened. And I'm telling you that that's how this new earth is going to be. And we do have to keep on moving. There are thousands of us all around the world, strategically placed, that is working very hard and extra hard, sometimes having sleepless nights. And it's all worth it, because delayed does not mean denied. What we do have to understand as well as while we're on this journey is we're fighting to shift a collective consciousness towards light so that we can change, alter timelines and destinies and predicted outcomes, right? It is said that it only takes 1%. 1% of the Earth's population to initiate great change. What does that mean? That means you're winning. That means we are winning. The power of now is what we speak and manifest. But because time does not act in the same manner on all different levels of dimensions. Sometimes the now, by the time it trickles down, comes across as delayed. It is indeed the now, yes, but has to make it through its journey, right? To get to where we are. And in the meantime, we just have to know that we know that our efforts aren't for naught, right? We're doing what we came here to do, and we're watching the birth pangs, and we're watching and witnessing the birth. Now, what it looks like and what it is are two different things. Remember, I told you about the power of perspective, the power of perception. Whatever your perspective or perception is, helps shape your own reality and how you perceive what's going on. See, when I look at the world now, I see love in the air, right? I see manifestations. I see systems crashing. And they are. I see people standing up, people starting to reevaluate what is very important in their life. Things that they took for granted in the past is now something that they're longing for in the future. We're starting to realize the importance of community and family structures, divine balance, and partnerships. We're starting to realize that we have these soul purposes here from our heart, and we deserve the opportunity to live out that reality. Many are rediscovering gifts and talents that they may have lost or didn't even know that they had. Meanwhile, from an observatory standpoint, I'm also watching the birth pangs. I'm watching laws trying to be pushed and implemented on the people to further keep them captives. In Israel, the Prime Minister of Israel has implemented the Green Pass, where they're going to force vaccinations onto their citizens. And they're pushing to try to disclose health and medical records of those who refuse the vaccine to the public, to be released to the public. Also, they're reopening all of the stores and the businesses, and you're allowed in it if you have the Green Pass. Now, we're sitting here saying this is absolutely terrible. This is a terrible, terrible idea. It is, because we're watching prophecy be fulfilled. But from the realms of the Ein Sof, it's a step in the right direction. Y'all are going to look at me sideways when I say this. We spent 2019, 2020, 2021, going through a mass awakening and activating of the light warriors and workers who came here to do what they're supposed to be doing, shifting the vibration of the planet, right? And that first wave that went out, okay, this was designed to awaken a percentage of humanity. Let's call them the first wave. And those who got it on the first wave are already loose, okay? They're already sealed, and they have no worries at all during this time, okay? They're just waiting for the shifts to occur and the cleansing to occur. But we're not done with just the first wave. See, sometimes things so horrendous or so horrific may have to occur for the rest of humanity. It's not just about us who are sealed. There's way more souls out here who kind of are on the fence of what's really going on in this world. And to these, they need extra incentives. I'm getting ready to tell you, if you didn't get what this earth or this matrix system is designed to do in the first wave, by the time the second wave hit, you better have woken up by then. It's called the tough love, right? If you were unable to properly discern during the first wave of us explaining to you what this pandemic was about, what these shifts and changes were about, how you have been trapped in a matrix system, if we weren't able to move you or inspire you by our words, some of you are going to have to experience it through actions. And it is designed to shake you up for the last time. So, are things going to get worse from one perspective? Yeah, it is. But is it going to affect you? No, you're sealed. You're safe. What you have to do is stay vigilant, resilient, unmovable, unstoppable, unshakable in your faith. You just have to keep going. Everything that is promised will come to pass. But you have to hold on, and you have to understand how time works here. Chances are they've already been answered. We just got to play the waiting game. And not a lot of us are patient. I'm one that struggles with that all the time, you know? I'm like, universe, where are you? You know, I put this up. What happened? Why, what's going on? Remember, I only speak from my own experience or perspective. I can't speak for someone else's reality, but I can tell you what I went through. And I can tell you that it wasn't easy for me to take a step out on faith and open up a business right in the middle of a pandemic. Some would say it wasn't even smart, but it didn't matter. And the reason why it didn't matter is because I knew that I had to be the change that I wanted to see. And what is it that I wanted to see? A world without global poverty. I'm tired of the injustices. I'm tired of the suffering too. And I believe that it's time to start reinvesting in the people and the planet again. So yes, I took a step out and I opened up a business. And have I been struggling? Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. Is it worth it? Yes. Because I'm seeing that more and more people are starting to understand and identify with the message behind fair trade and a global anti-poverty movement. Whether or not I make it through this, it doesn't even matter to me at this point. Did I set the foundation for it? Yes. And will I continue? Absolutely. Till I take my last breath. We're watching the world go through its birth pangs because we're watching the divine child being born. And when we tap into those key principles of understanding past our perspective and our hurt and our pain and our suffering that we knew we were going to endure when we came here, we knew it. But once we get past it and the child is born, you're going to fall in love. You are. And what you endured is going to become a non-factor for you. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. And if you have the desire to do something, I don't care what it looks like, do it. I opened my business in the middle of a pandemic. I laid a foundation. I took the risk. I stepped out on faith. Sorry, I did it. And that's all I have. It's my faith and my power. So, you're going to be all right. We all are. Wait for it. Keep your head up high. I'm going out to get some sun. It's kind of slow today, so love you. Talk to you later.